point, we have traversed all the ages. So the only thing that's left to do is kind of decide how you want the game to end. If you are playing through this, you may not even know necessarily that you're doing the wrong thing. It is very possible to hoist all of the remaining pages into either Cirrus or Achenor's books. And we're probably doing the next person that comes to Myst a grave disservice by leaving all these pages right next to here, because if you do fill either of these books with pages, actually, we haven't technically filled them all yet. We still have this mysterious thing. And we have one mysterious book that we haven't gone through here. And the notes, by the way, that we've been collecting would steer us to... You would go through all the... And each one of these is a pattern. And the patterns correspond to inside the fireplace. Again, do not recommend doing this. Do not climb into your fireplace. Most fireplaces do not come with secret buttons that have these kind of grid puzzles, but the clue we would have is 158. And 158 is the specific arrangement of the grids, which corresponds to this lovely pattern I'm going to reproduce, courtesy of the printer. Okay, nice. So if that's, let me go 1, 2, 3, 4 down. The 158 is the, I believe it's the clue from the marker switches that are in the 2 pages, or is it the... Oh, that's right, they will tell you. Right, yeah, it's because they need you to go in there to get the last, but that's right. So the 2 of them will yell at you to go in here to get their last pages, and we'll see their last pages in a second as well. That's right. So the white page comes from the marker switches. So let's dial this up. And that's everything. Now the danger is if you do put the last page for Cirrus and Achenar in, you are doomed. You'll get a game over. So as we turn around, we see the last page for Cirrus and the last page for Achenar, but we also see this. And of course, all game we've been tempted to dive into these books and see what's inside them, so we'll do the same here. Oh. Hello?
Who the devil are you? Don't come here to die, not
Oh,
yet.
don't come in yet. Okay.
Oh, I have many questions for you, my friend.
I have many questions for you.
Where should I begin? Perhaps my story is in order. My name is Atris. I feel you've met my sons, Cirrus and Achenar.
Alright, so it's Atris.
Myst Island, my library. My library contains my works, my writings.
It's a very talkative guy.
Many books that link me to.
Now, he did technically warn us not to go in here, so we're not
It's an
going
art I learned from my father many years ago. Oh, but the red and blue books, those were different.
So this is where he tells us the red and blue books are different. They're basically prison ages. So his sons fell victim. He set traps in his library to catch the people that were doing these bad things. It turns out it was his sons doing these things, and he's learned, kind of as his son's betrayal.
Cirrus and Achenar. We had many journeys together. I gave them free rein to the books.
And this is tough. He's kind of coming to grips with the fact that, he's trying to teach his sons this art and share the worlds that he's discovered with them, and he's kind of discovered that they've become greedy and, power hungry and very cruel to the people in these worlds.
Riches and power. Of course, I did not know the books were traps.
Yeah.
Begged me for
The FMV sequences, because you can choose to play this. The modern remake has 3D models and characters in it that you can switch to, or you can have the uplifted FMV sequences or the original FMV sequences in them. But yeah, the recording's really good. And here in the museum, we've got the making of Myst is one of the things rolling on the screens in the origin section, and you can see their little green screen set up. The book that Atris is sitting in front of is a dictionary they bought for $20. And in post, they changed, he was rehearsing and practicing. There's great footage of him wearing, a Hard Rock Cafe t-shirt and delivering, practicing these lines. Alright, so here he's warned us don't believe his son's lies. Yeah.
I could go to Myst.
Yes.
Justice to my sons for what they've done.
Yes, Catherine.
I must return to my writing. I pray that you believe me. Please hurry. Bring the page.
We should go check, right? Because that's over in the dimensional imagery. Do you remember the number for that? Okay, so let's go run over and do that real quick. So we need to go get a white page, and we know how to do that. But yeah, let's hit the dimensional imager first. We've got a little time. No, absolutely, no, appreciate it. Oh,
Found the missing page.
no, no, I haven't found the missing page yet. No. Yes, I don't. Let me out. I don't have the missing page. Oh, right, I need to. Right, so I have to fail that so I can get back out. Now that I can get back out. So let's go grab the missing page. We've turned on all our marker switches, so we've done the hard part. So all we need to do is turn this off. And there is the missing page. Alright, so there's the page to his Myst linking book. He needs that because if we go into Dunny and meet him and don't bring that, there is no functioning Myst linking book there, and we would both be trapped in Dunny. As it is, if we bring that back, that gives him the ability to come back to Myst, and then us later the ability to come back to Myst, which is the best ending. New Mexico, yeah. Alright, so 8 you said? Alright, so let's hit up 8. Let's see what his message to Catherine looks like in the remake. I'm curious too.
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine is one of our sons. I suspect Agamemnon, but I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well.
So,
I should have known better.
He's devastated. One or both of his sons have turned on him.
Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in their places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return, but if you've forgotten the access keys, remember the tower rotation.
So this is the clue that gives you the information you need to know to solve Myst Island and find all the different
and erase
agents
this
that he
message
is.
after you viewed it, just to be safe.
Oh, Catherine didn't erase this message. Maybe Catherine never saw it. But yeah, so that's the clue, the context clue you need to know that the Tower Library is going to give you access to the different ages. And now that we have our Myst page, let's hustle back over. I believe we have to re-enter the whole thing, don't we? Yeah, not really. I mean, it definitely, the CD access times were slower, but they did a brilliant job of compression in Myst, so it actually, it loaded fairly quickly. One of the issues they had with it was getting everything squished down, and it was a lot of still images with FMV sequences overlaid to create a sense of motion, but it was a very static game originally. Alright, so let's re-queue up our code now that we have our white page. And button. Oh no! I missed the one in the middle. I always miss the one in the middle. Because I go from the top left around bottom to the right. That is the one I always forget, right? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. There's a book in the library that has all of these patterns, and they're all numbered. And pattern 158 is this pattern. I guess 74 times, because it's 2 per page. Alright, that matches up. So I think we're good now. There we go. Oh, is it? My division fails me. Alright, good news, Atris, we have the page. We're coming in. And I think this might be the one part of the remake I was just a tinge disappointed by. Even though I have selected classic FMV sequences, when you get to Dunny here at the ending, you'll notice it is a 3D model of Atris. So this is the only FMV sequence they didn't...
Ah, my friend, you've returned. And the page,
returned.
did you bring the page?
Yes, we brought the page. So here, have your... There you go. So we've given him the link, now he can get back to Myst.
You've done the right thing. I have a difficult...
So now he's got to decide what he needs to do. He's got his 2 sons who have done all these terrible, awful things, trapped in prison books. I don't know if you remember, it's Sigil and something else.
My sons have betrayed me.
Haven and Spire, thank you, yeah. So Haven and Spire are these 2 worlds that Cirrus and Achenar are trapped in. And so they can't escape these worlds, and he's kind of got to decide how to deal with them. And we get to wait. Get poke in there and we'll check out the library, but if we hang out for a minute, kind of... the audience mentioned it a second earlier, this is kind of almost like your victory music. It's Atris' theme. You've kind kind of completed the game now. He's going to come back and say your reward is you get to wander around Myst more if you want, because there was no formal ending to the game necessarily. He'll tell us about his next problem, which is a nice little lead into to the sequel. I think you just miss out on this dialogue.
It is done.
Alright. So.
I have many questions for you, my friend, but my writing cannot wait. I fear that my long delay may have already had a catastrophic impact on the world in which
so now we learn that Catherine, his wife, is being held hostage on another world, the one that we didn't get to go to in Myst.
And a reward.
And a lot of that will come not only in the Book of Atris, the novelization, but in Riven, the sequel, which kind of closes a lot of what this game started storyline-wise.
You'll no longer have my sons to deal with.
Alright, so he's going to get back to his writing. Oh,
one more thing.
One more thing, okay.
I'm fighting a foe much greater than
so
my
now
sons
we're kind of floating a lot of the plot points.
At some point in the future,
to Riven.
I may find it necessary to request your assistance. Until then, I'm afraid you'll enjoy the exploration.
For now, he says, all I can give you in the amount of a reward is...
Thank you.
You can go trounce around the Myst if you want. So,
the book.
Yep.
You can use the Myst linking book to retrieve
I will.
the Myst.
May I? Yeah, I'm going to. Sir? There we go. Alright, yeah, so we're going to get back to the Myst Library and figure out what he's done to Cirrus and Akinar. And it's kind of metal. So sure enough, we go here and wow. I mean, there's destroying a book and there's destroying a book and leaving a mess in your library. But he also left us this note, and this is something that is added in the modern version. Now that you've seen the destruction wrought by Cirrus and Akinar, you don't have a very specific idea who they were. Greedy, envious, hateful men. But there's one more page to turn, one last stage where I hope you might see them as I did, as my sons. And this is kind of like a really nice thing for fans of the series and the players is they added rhyme, which is an additional age where he talks about a time that it was very early on where he was writing Ages and he discovered this very cold world. And this was a period of time where Catherine, Cirrus, Akinar, and Atris were doing a lot of things together, but they split up briefly. Akinar stays with Catherine, and Cirrus wants to stay with his dad and work on the Age of Rhyme. You see that they're kind of looking at lights in the sky and a city kind of built on this tall mountain. And here's our clues to get there, right? We have our marker switch set to 40. There's kind of a weird diagram here. It looks like it's the back side of our dimensional imager, because we can see the circle here on the back of it, and then the number is 2735. So that's our set of clues. So let's run over to our dimensional imager. So everything we need to do to get to the Age of Rhyme, the most lyrical of ages. Is down here. So this is one where I'm going to lean on my walkthrough again because I didn't have the Age of Rhyme until a couple weeks ago. So, assuming I would have been a good player and write everything down that we did there, the number is 40 for our panel. So, lock 40 in our panel, and if you remember, you get this lovely image of the Age. With the backside, there's another switch, and that changes this here. Now this pattern may look kind of familiar. This is the walkway to the Selenitic ship. We're going to kind of play with the cyan logo here that is not so subtly part of this puzzle. And we're going to turn it like that to create a little gap. And this gap will make sense in a minute. But as we rotate it that way, it's going to adjust the walkway over by our 1993 Dodge Dart. I mentioned the failing earlier. These are the two breakers you've got to trip if you mess up the... So we see we've opened something up here, slip through here, down here, got a neat little new section. This was 2735. There we go. Oh, no! 5. There we go. So that goes down. And this kind of lovely grotto begins. No? Ah, there we go. The Age of Rhyme.